everybody, Planet Walls here. We have some friends here today. This is the first round of these classic DE, as Chris and I both attempt to make it to the finals and 4-0 this bitch with decks that run 4 survivals, because there's a challenge in place, as I mentioned in the decklist video, if you win a DE with 4 survivals. But unfortunately, exactly. Unfortunately, we're playing against each other first round, which means we won't be playing against each other in the finals. So I will keep this hand. Chris and I are playing the same deck, I believe, card for card. I might be playing a Gaia's Cradle and he's playing a Forest. Not sure. We are here with my lovely spouse, Becky, and our mutual friend, whose name no one knows.
Yes.
Not even us.
Not even us.
Amazing.
Chris got off to a shitty start because he had a mulligan a million times. I have to remember to take this seriously.
He had a mulligan? Oh my god.
Yeah, he had a mulligan a million times.
Is that why he said this sucks, or was it directed toward you?
That was directed because we have to play each other in the first round, and the goal was, like, we're both trying to win with this deck. And so if we play against each other first round, it means one of us can't succeed.
Right.
So why don't you just name that person as Chris, since it's obvious?
Because we're also making videos for our website, and so it's shitty if we're like...
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should just headbutt each other and go down together.
Yes, we should just headbutt each other to go down together. I don't even know what that means.
Well, it means that you're playing the same deck.
It's a technical magic term.
So, out of these two people, Nameless Guy has never played Magic before and is watching cards like Survival the Fittest, which is quite violent, actually. And my wife, she knows things about Bitter Blossom and some other stuff.
I know what mulligan means.
Yes, you do.
Did you have to mulligan?
Are you going to choose heads?
I lost the flip.
How does it feel?
It feels awful.
I think that's what the people want to hear about, though.
They want to hear about how awful I feel?
Yeah.
This is actually shitty.
Do you feel like Survival of the Fittest, like that illustration, is that you, the thing that's sort of bloodied on the ground? Is that how you feel? Or is it worse than that?
That's how I feel.
Are you the Rainbow Bird?
We're going to play the Rainbow Bird. I actually think I made a very large play mistake this turn.
Yeah, you did.
You don't know that for sure. You're just saying that.
No, I know that you did.
How do you know that? I should have played the survival... I'm sorry, the birds on turn 1 and the survival on turn 2.
Exactly.
That was a mistake.
It was.
Come on, play faster. You're killing me. You're going to beat me.
Well, I didn't...
I'm making all sorts of play mistakes.
Search your library for a creature card.
No, it's a land. That just makes another land. He's going to play... I don't know. He's mana screwed, probably.
He has mana screwed.
I don't know. Probably not. He doesn't have anything but green.
How many times did he have to mulligan?
Oh, there he goes. Huh?
How many times did he have to mulligan?
I think just once.
Oh, well, maybe he's not mana screwed.
Well, this is going to be a problem for me.
How are you not mana screwed?
I did miss a land drop, and then I lost 2 flips.
You lost it again.
Yeah, that's bad for me.
I was actually wondering that. We distracted you enough such that you missed a land drop.
No, it's okay. We're going to pitch this, and we're going to find probably... I mean, we're eventually going to want to play this card called Kazul, Tyrant of the Cliffs, but we're not going to do that now.
I think you should hold off on that.
Yeah, makes sense. Actually, this turn, I think we probably find a mana guy, like Noble Hierarch.
Yeah, she's got great abs. So
I know. We already talked about that earlier.
You're tapped out and you need more mana. Otherwise, you're going to be fucked.
Yeah.
I don't have a mountain, so we'll ship the turn.
See, I know actually stuff about Magic.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
How does that feel?
Doesn't feel good.
Okay.
I don't have a mountain to make this anger haste my guys, but that's okay.
Was I correct in saying that you were tapped out and that in fact you needed to go get more lands?
Well, I can't get more...
Well,
I kind of did get more lands.
You need to search your library in such a way that you could actually go and...
Kind of.
Oh, really?
That card is going to be a problem for me.
Hydra problems.
Hydra problems. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I should be winning this game because I have the survival.
Yeah, why aren't you doing that?
Why am I not winning it?
Yeah.
We're going to find out. This is going to be a problem. So he's going to copy that.
How do you know how much mana he has?
This thing can sacrifice a forest to add 3 in one go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's how he's gotten so
I
many
lost
big guys
another
so
flip.
fast.
You're
Okay.
a flip loser today.
I am a flip loser.
That's 3 in a row.
What are you doing?
What What are you going?
Losing.
That was
All right. So what are we going to do here? We have to do something,
Make
obviously.
more popcorn.
Yes, we could do that. This has to become a mountain.
You're gonna have to.
We find a taiga.
You're not in a good position.
We'll see about that.
What do you plan on doing?
I mean, what do I plan on doing? I plan on winning this motherfucker.
That's a little too abstract for what I'm asking you, but that's fine.
So we're definitely going to be playing this.
Yeah.
And we're going to take, this one is an illusion. If we can just target this, we can kill it.
You think?
Yeah, because that's how the card works.
Okay.
But
Is the logo an L because you guys are wise? Is that how that works?
the what?
Oh no,
What?
because it's because they're academy. They're trying to teach beginners how to play,
Oh, that makes sense.
but they don't really do that.
Listen,
Thanks.
They have valuable things that they give to the players and all of you wonderful listeners out there. So
Right.
I'm sure that it's great
Right.
and that they really appreciate the logo. I just wondered what the rationale for the logo was.
Well, the point was to take people who already played Magic and to actually get them to know how to play Magic online. Except that nobody ever wants to do the tutorials as to how to do that. So
Right.
basically, they're just, people who play online already just watch them anyway. So really, they could name themselves something else. But since it's already branded,
There you go.
yeah. I'm sure your listeners wanted to hear that.
Yes. I'm sure that they did.
They also have sell and buy bots, which are essentially you can buy cards or sell them, and that's how basically your store functions. Well, not your store, but that's how your bots function.
Yes. All right, so I'm attacking for 9. I have to block his guy in the air.
It's hard.
Yeah, I know.
So there are 2 forms. There's
There are 2 forms,
no.
like love and
play.
justice.
No, body
Good
and
and-
spirit.
Limited
Get
and
it right.
constructed. So basically, there's a very addictive form, which is
Limited.
Limited, which is where you open packs, and you get to see what cards are in them, and then you pass them around the table, like the proverbial table, and basically you try to build a deck out of how many cards you're passing around. So you're kind of assuming what it is that the other player may be taking, and you're trying to build a deck that's as great as possible as well. So it's kind of fun. Plus you get cards that at the end, you get to keep stuff.
Yeah, and if you keep stuff, it's like smoking cigarettes.
Well, I mean, you don't.
Yeah, as in it's healthy. I
sometimes-
mean, it's addictive. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's smoking cigarettes and that it's healthy. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, not really, because you can spend more on opening packs than you can actually winning them if you lose.
Yeah.
But sometimes if you win,
All right, we
you
won
get to
game
keep the
1.
cards.
What? Sorry. That
Yeah.
wasn't a surprise.
Well, essentially, this is what happens when we're playing against each other, which is kind of stupid.
So you actually know what cards are already in each other.
Yeah, we know exactly what's in each other's decks, and
It's just a matter
we
of who
built
draws
these-
what when.
That's what he said.
yeah, it is what he said basically. What do we want to bring in here? We bring in that.
He's sideboarding the same shit.
That's I know exactly what he's sideboarding.
Sideboarding means taking the cards that you have and then replacing them between
Yeah.
rounds, so that you can better, since you've already gauged your opponent's deck, now you can better beat it. And they do the same thing.
Right. So everyone gets to sort of trade up.
I kind of don't want
So there's
this
other
guy in my
form
deck.
that's constructed, which is where you already have
don't really
a
want
stock
these.
of cards, and then you build decks and you go to tournaments like this. That was not as fun because you don't get to rip open packs apparently, but and it takes a lot more testing and a lot more energy because you're building. I don't know. It depends on the format, but you're building a set number of cards to try to beat. Well, AJ tries to beat the most popular decks that are winning in that current set. New sets come out every few months or whatever.
Yep.
And most people just play one that's really popular. AJ tries to beat every popular deck.
You guys are like
So he has
my cheerleader my
so he has these weird
cheerleader's
decks.
pedagogical peer.
So he sits there during class and writes down what would be good combos when he gets bored.
You shouldn't say that because my students probably listen. They probably watch this with unblinking eyes.
I'm gonna just go ahead and put the kibosh on that. No, your students are not listening.
Splunky's way more fun to record with you.
I'm sorry.
Ouch.
It's because we get to talk about whatever and you just scream the whole time.
I don't just scream the whole time.
And you abuse your fans.
I don't abuse them.
Yes, you do.
Like in a real way.
I think you
We have a lot of options here. Hang on.
You literally said they like being abused.
I think I'm actually going to want to... Well, do I find a Taiga and then the Orcish Lumberjack? I think I'm going to want to blow the Elvish Spirit Guide later.
You're just making those things up. Those are not real cards.
Yeah, right, those are.
It's probably extra offensive that I just said I wanted to blow this fairy lady.
Yeah.
I
don't know, you could think of that as subversive.
I'm going to have to label this like rated R or some shit. Let's find a...
Need a land.
Shit. Well, I know we need a land. I just want to be able to lumberjack some shit. Can you blame me?
No, I do not blame you for that.
Good.
No, that wasn't really all that good. I should have found a forest.
but why
I
did-
should have played the Volcanic
Wait,
Isle.
I
I
know, it's
basically
like, why
made
didn't
two
you play
mistakes.
Volcanic Isle?
Well, I basically made two mistakes instead of making one mistake in a smart play and recovering, and instead of doing a lot of things.
It's probably because you said the word blow.
Yeah.
It definitely was a distraction. So, like, I should have found a forest here. Everybody's just watching me punt all this shit, and maybe I'll win anyway because my hand's insane.
Really?
Well, if I get a forest, I can still easily win this. As it stands, I'm going to have trouble because he's going to be able to play the card that depicts Cain and Abel if they were goblins. Oh, we just found the forest that we needed, so that's almost like we cheated.
Did you know that Barhad Bashaba wrote a whole history of the world, that it was like a series of schools? So like the history of the world is pedagogical. And so you mentioned Cain and Abel, that's one school, according to
Really?
him. Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
That's actually really interesting.
It's like an ideological genre, right?
I bet it's trippy.
It is very trippy. There's a school of the angels that precedes creation because at the time they were doing like an exegesis of Genesis 1 and 2 that was divided into heavenly or angelic creation.
Because if anybody's read Genesis 1 or 2, slowly, they'll start recognizing that there's us's in there and we's.
I don't actually think you need to read that slowly to be like,
Wait, what?
Wait, there's a council
in
of
our
gods?
image.
You wouldn't
that's striking.
You wouldn't believe how many of my undergrads, though, taking Hebrew Bible were like, wait, what?
Wait, what?
What? There wasn't just Adam and Eve and God?
No, there was there's more than one in the heavens, and there's also more than one on the earth, which is awkward.
And you're like, well, and they're like, wait, is Mormonism right? I'm like,
well,
like, yes, I'm here to
confirm the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, P.S. So I'm not teaching at any place, but if I were teaching somewhere, there was this, yes.
We need to come up with a name for you, by the way, that's not your real name, or
not
might be your real name.
Oh, okay. I was just assigned a fake name. It's Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason.
Okay.
So, if I as Jason were teaching somewhere, then for a Mormon professor, then there might have been a student who was like, oh, and we were discussing Mormonism that day, and the student was like, well, I don't want to say anything offensive, and then the professor was like, no, go ahead. And not in a disingenuous way, in a like self-sacrificing sort of Christic mode. And I was like, oh, here it comes. Oh gosh. The word cult is definitely about to happen. But it didn't. I was really happy.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It was just about sort of the great difference between Mormonism and the sort of inventive, creative parts of it. Or I suppose sort of later revelations, you might say, that were harder for some people to sort of accept.
We're going to have to invite you, Jason, back again, because everybody's going to be really impressed with your knowledge of the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Well, that's what they came here for, right?
Right.
I mean,
to talk about...
Oh, okay. I was like, who's they?
To talk about
Mormons?
how Jesus Christ visited...
My beloved listeners.
The Native Americans.
My fans. Oh, did I just co-opt all of your...
You did.
Sorry.
Fan is short for fanatics.
No, to be honest, we'll have comments that are just be like, what the fuck? Why aren't you talking about this game?
Yeah.
Oh, I just used
You guys...
F-bomb.
No, that's
You are
okay.
gonna
We've been
have to.
doing that. I said motherfucker like
We've
within the
already-
first 5 minutes. We've been swearing up a storm.
We already rated this one R, so I feel like
Yeah.
Isn't there a rating system? There should be.
There is now. No, you can definitely put on a YouTube video. You can say you have to be 18 years or older to click here.
Just do that. It's fine.
Chris is thinking really hard about what creature he's going to search for with this card.
Because he's not distracted.
Well, he isn't distracted. He's probably talking because he's recording too. He's probably like, right now I'm looking to be able to beat AJ's insane draw, and he's looking through his deck and trying to figure out what I could do. Whatever I could do.
We've all been in that position. And
Huh?
Really.
Yeah. Where each of you has a survival, the fittest out.
I know.
You have no idea.
It's
Actually,
out.
this is an intense math game. Like, it becomes bewildering to the point where like you're starting to do like exponential math at a certain point. No, I'm not kidding.
Right now he's trying to figure out what to do when he knows that I could find a gilded drake. I know that sounds stupid, or he could find a gilded drake, but he's worried about the same thing for me. So like I could find a Colonian Hydra, but then he would take it.
Yeah. So for example, he's laughing at you.
Jason.
Okay, I'm back. Everything's normal. We're just talking about Gilded Drakes. It's cool, people. It's fine.
Trying to figure out
It's serious.
who's
It's math.
going
It's
to
all about
Gilded
math, guys.
Drake
It's a math
what.
game.
This is why I tell our coworkers he's got a business, and they're like, "What is it?" And he's
You're like, it's a business, it's a computer thing.
I say that. I go, I sell digital.
It's very techie online.
He sells all sorts of things.
I say
all sorts of
no,
things.
I say he sells digital objects. It's international.
It's
very
microtransactions.
complicated.
It's like Farmville, but it's not designed to rob you.
I say it's microtransactions.
You'd be less embarrassed about me.
He's giving microloans to farmers in developing countries.
Like this lumberjack right here.
big-
He's a
For
farmer.
example, no, the orcish lumberjack. Don't leave off orcish because you start to sound like you're playing. I don't know.
Whenever I
Some-
present this to our fellow colleagues, I always like, oh yeah, he owns part of a business, like you know, it's international. Part of it's in Germany. They're like, well, what does he do? I was like, well, he sells digital objects. Lots of micro.
Don't you know what those are? And if you just shame them enough, then they
I
don't
know,
ask.
and they're like, wow, that sounds really impressive. I'm like, I know, actually.
All right, Chris just conceded on us because of all the errors he made.
Awesome.
Yay.
So-
Except he didn't get to play your awesome deck, but that's okay.
Well, we will again. I will see you guys next round.